Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Data and AI with Mukundan. I know it's been a while since my last episode. Uh, I think it's been about 2 months. Well, since then I've been taking a break to focus on my personal stuff. I had family come over, so I was busy on that. So it's just like there's a bunch of things going on. So just took a break there, and you know, I just promised to be back every week. So just be on the lookout for a new episode every week in the data and AI space. And yeah, you will get an idea about who I am as well, in addition to these episodes. So today's episode, I just want to talk about like a personal topic, just like every other episode. But this is when I was like really down this particular day. So my portfolio basically was not. I mean, I was just thinking about a lot of things during this particular time. So it's not just the tech, my life, my work, my career growth. So a lot of things that I was contemplating during this one day. And it's about something that I built during this rough patch. I was applying to jobs as usual, non-stop, and the resume it was all ready. There was a GitHub as well. So this was about I would say September to October, I would say, of 2024. I had my resume ready. GitHub was also, having all the code necessary, all the projects necessary. So nothing was happening on the job side. Like, I mean, everything's ready to apply, and nobody's giving me a call back, right? Like, no interviews scheduled. Um, Nobody's reaching out saying that they like my resume or something. So no feedback or anything. Just radio silence. So, and I was just thinking around this time, how do I overcome this? And around this time, I also started to get into AI tools. So I thought like, well, let me try to build something here, right? Um, it's not because I had some really big plan, but I was just tired of this complete silence that I get from recruiters or hiring managers, where it was basically a lot of self doubt that had started creeping in that, maybe I'm not enough. And I don't know about you, but a lot of people go through this thinking that they're not enough. And especially during this particular time as well, I know that a lot of my peers who are still looking during this particular time when nobody's really hiring, right? So it's been a very challenging work environment to be in, especially if you're looking out for jobs. So what I did, I wanted to take control of this. At least, well, there's only so much you can do. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to be a little more proactive, and I decided, well, I want to build my own way forward. So I built an AI that would read my resume, scan my GitHub as well, and understand the jobs that I wanted and also tell me the truth. So this episode is about what happened when I did just that. So let's talk about portfolios. Now we all know we need them. Like a portfolio for a job, we should need them. Like a future hiring manager should be able to see our work. But here's the thing: nobody tells you. A portfolio is not a list of projects. It's a signal, like a story about you. And most of us, including me back then, we were telling the wrong story. So personally, I thought if I just keep adding more projects, surely it will work. And I believe I was wrong. I was just showing too much. And when I say that, I mean I was just being very vague, very general. I didn't know which projects mattered, like which ones really mattered. And I don't even know what hiring managers were looking for. I didn't know how to explain my work in a way they would actually care about. And that gap between what I'd done and how I told the story was costing me. I needed help, but not from a coach or even a course. You'll see multiple online courses, and everybody's always like, oh, you're not finding jobs. Maybe, go apply for a course, maybe do an online course or something. But I mean, I've done courses in the past and they've not really yielded the results which I wanted. So again, I wouldn't advise, in my opinion at least, it's not something that I look at too much. I don't like to do courses. It's not for me. I'm sure if it helps you, that's great. It's a good from a learning perspective for sure. But if I would say, like, at least when it comes to like actually looking for jobs, it hasn't helped me. So what I wanted was a system, something that could read my resume, understand the job that I wanted, look at my GitHub, and tell me what's working, right? And tell me what's missing. Also, here's how you can explain it better. So I wanted something that would tell me that. So I built it, like a simple app which uses AI, the GPT-4, and Python based Streamlit, the front end, where we can just drop our resume, add the job goal, select GitHub projects, and then it would analyze everything and give you which are the top projects that you should highlight to the hiring manager, which are the skills that you're missing, and also a complete rewritten project summary as well. Now, it's like having a very brutally honest hiring manager who is actually reviewing your work and caring for you. And for the first time in months, I felt like I was getting real feedback that really helps me. So here's what the AI told me. So let me read you some of what the AI, in this case my GPT-4, told me word for word. So your best project is buried under fluff. You're missing projects that show understanding of LLMs and experimentation. Rewrite this project to focus on business outcomes and not the tech stack. So I usually apply for a lot of data analysis, data science roles, and I don't know about you, but like it's easy to get lost in the tech stack, right? Like, oh, I used Looker, I used Tableau, or used Python, SQL, DBT. But are you telling what was the outcome? Like, what did you gain out of it, right? Did you drive any measurable business outcome? Did you maybe drive sales by X%? And that would be like a numeric number, right? And everybody knows this by now. Like, you need to have a result based point, a bullet point in your summary of the project that you worked on for the role. But yeah, mine, not every point was like that, I think. It was just that some of them were still focused on the tech stack. So another thing the AI gave me was like a rewrite of one project where it said use Python and ML to predict customer churn, which helped improve retention strategy by 35%. And that line alone made me rethink everything because it was clear, it was impactful, and, well, recruiter friendly. So suddenly I realized I wasn't bad at what I did, I was just bad at telling a story. So here's how the app works. It's a quick breakdown. So what I did was first use Python to build this app, and Streamlit on the front end side of the Streamlit is a Python based library which helps you to give like a visual look to your app. So it's like your HTML, but like, well, more fancier than that. But basically, what you see on the front end of your app is because it's a Python based app. Here you can paste or upload your resume, paste in a job description, or upload it, or just add your career goal as well. It connects to your GitHub via public API. Or what I had done was more simple ways, just like to paste the URL as well. So that was also working. And it runs your input through a custom GPT-4 prompt, right? And it shows you what to highlight, what's missing, and how to rewrite your best project. And then you can export the whole thing as a PDF. It's just that simple. But it is exactly what I needed. Here's what I learned. I learned that more projects doesn't mean better, doesn't mean it's great. I learned that most resumes they focus on what you did, but project portfolios, they show you why they mattered. And I learned that clarity beats complexity every single time. Well, at least for me, right? This was my learnings, and it could be different for you. So what I learned again was GPT-4, when prompted right, can help you reframe your work in a way that makes people actually care. What this app did was it gave me back confidence, and I used that clarity to apply for three roles that I'd normally hesitate to go after. And for the first time in a long while, I felt like I was actually showing up as someone who is true, like as a version of me that I wanted recruiters and hiring managers to see. Well, here's how you can try the app now. Upload your resume, add your job target, goals that you want to achieve professionally, pull in your GitHub projects, and get clear AI powered feedback. Or even if you don't code, just use this prompt in ChatGPT. Here's my resume and three project descriptions. I'm applying to X job. What should and paste the job description here. What should I highlight and what am I missing? And can you rewrite one project to sound stronger? It works. That's it. Like it's just repeated again. Here's the prompt I would use. Here's my resume and three project descriptions. I'm applying to X job, and X job is replaced by the job you want to apply to, the job description basically for that job. What should I highlight? What am I missing? And can you rewrite one project to sound stronger? It works. It helps, and it's free, like I said. So this was one of the most useful tools I've ever built. Not because it's fancy, but because it gave me the clarity I needed at the time. So if you're feeling stuck, or if your portfolio just isn't getting attention, try this. Let the AI tell you the truth, and then use that truth to create something more powerful. A story that you can tell through the work you've already done and the value that you're ready to bring next. Thanks for listening. See you in the next one.